Jack Alassi drew the walk to start things. He scored the first run of the ball game. He's in left field when we come back in the bottom of the first. Hayden Elliott's the shortstop, batting second. Simon Slapetta at third base. He lined out to Kane Flew for the second out of the inning. Darcy Williams is in centre field. He had the base hit to drive in that run. Max Hayhal's in right. He was the third out, popping out in foul territory. Eli Lewis will do the catching and lead off in the top of the second. Lachlan Watton, the designated hitter, batting seventh. Mason Malcoon at second base, batting eighth. And Chris Morgan, the first baseman, batting ninth. For the Manly Eagles, Luke Donny will lead off here in the bottom of the first. He's starting at shortstop today. Kane Flew at second base, bats second. Then followed by Zach Morris, the third baseman, batting third. Dan Mills gets to swing the bat today in the designated hitter role, be potentially coming into pitch later in this game. Kai Garlick's in left field, batting fifth. Cam Lorenzo in centre field, batting sixth. Will Tibbett at first base, batting seventh. Josh King in the 8-hole in right field. And Lachlan Ludbrook getting the start behind home plate. Lineup's brought to you by Dual Finance Elite Sports. A couple of our wonderful sponsors. Starting pitcher Brock Foken just going through his warm-ups. And a very good morning to my off-sider tonight. This morning, Chris Hurley.
Jeez, Luke, a bit of a late night, mate.
Bit of a late night, mate. Late night, early started. I wanted to get here at 6:30 and get set up, but didn't actually set the alarm. Wake up at 5:30 thinking, sweet, I'll have an extra half an hour. But that turned into 7 o'clock. But we're here. We're up and running. Just waiting on a repair on our battery for the centre field camera, and the electrician's just turned up. Big thanks to Anthony from Ant-Man Electrical, just coming to make a bit of a small repair after it got a bit damaged in the pack-up on Wednesday night.
Might have to try to hit him up for a bit of a sponsorship.
Oh, mate, we'll see how we go. Good bloke, Anthony O'Hagan from Ant-Man Electrical for all your electrical needs. He's got a decent apprentice down there in second-grade catcher, Brendan Haythwaite as well. All right, it'll be Luke Donaghy to start things here for the Eagles, followed by Kane Flew and Zach Morris. Blacktown with the early 1-0 lead in the first. And a very good morning to everyone watching at home. I didn't realise the mic wasn't activated. So, welcome to Aquatic Ballpark, the Eagles Baseball Sports Network coverage of this under-18s game. And Foken. Loose one to start. And that one lodging in the net just behind, or just underneath our sponsors' banners behind home plate. (19 degrees, overcast conditions, but a beautiful day for baseball. Outside corner, Foken finds the spot for strike one. It's going to be a host of callers lined up to do today's games. I'll be heading out to the Blue Sox after the start of third grade this afternoon. So you'll have plenty of Chris Hurley, Andrew Logan, a guest of others joining you on the broadcast today. Big thanks to those guys for stepping in my absence.
I suppose a few people have got to try to pick up the slack where you leave off, Luke.
That's right, mate.
Got big shoes to fill.
Huge shoes, mate. Size 13s. Outside corner. Foken doesn't get it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, as indicated by our home plate umpire, Simon Loud. Jamie Mawini, our first base umpire today. Assuming they're swapping roles for the third grade game. Donaghy felling that off into...
Yeah, from what I've been told by Jamie early on, that he's doing plate for third grade, so...
Very good.
It's almost like he's never left, being up here pretty much all weekend.
He was here Wednesday. Was he here Wednesday? No, here Wednesday night. He watching, that's right. He was here watching the game on Wednesday night, and then Did the women's game last week. We'll recap that game once we get things underway here. That one fouled off the top beam of the back screen. Back next to the on-deck circle, the home plate circle. Picked up by catcher Eli Lewis. Big walk-off win for our Manly women's side last night to get back in that win column. Donaghy, one hop to the shortstop, and it's going to get past Hayden Elliott there. And it'll be a base hit for Luke Donaghy. So Manly with the runner on. I'll bring out the lefty Kane Flew. Donaghy and Flew, a couple of players that have been getting their chances in the higher grades. That one is going to have Donaghy in trouble, except can't be handled by the shortstop to make the play. Ball just getting in front of Hayden Elliott. Donaghy kind of had a bit of a late break. He jumped, paused, and then went again. Throw from the catcher. Eli Lewis just on the wrong side of the base. And Kane Flew does the minimum job, moving the runner up 90 feet up to third base. So the Eagles with a chance to tie this ball game up in the first. Donaghy 90 feet away. It's been Donaghy and Flew and this man, Zach Morris, getting chances in second grade and first grade. Donaghy starting first grade tonight. Kane Flew, I believe, starting second grade later this afternoon as well. Zach Morris fouling that first pitch off. And he'll just get over the fence and out of play behind the first base bullpen. Just looking around for a dump button. We don't have one. I don't have my cough button here, unfortunately. Don't forget you can follow all the play-by-play action on Game Changer. Check out all the stats from all the players involved in all the games across the New South Wales State League in all the grades. Just head to gc.com, look up your favourite team. You're going to start with New South Wales State League and then enter the team name. Zach Morris swings that pitch. Just going to maybe get some grip for his bat. Yep, bit of loose hands, I guess. And Ant-Man Electrical does it again. Big thanks to Anthony O'Hagan. We'll have the centre field camera up in an inning or two once we get a chance. I'll have to get that up very, very shortly. And that pitch missing for a ball. 2-2 now the count. That one getting away and will allow Luke Donaghy to score. So they're asking maybe it's a foul. Nathan Wright, a.k.a. Lefty. No one knows him as Nathan. Just asking him to confirm. If not, it was a foul ball. Manly's already had one call that go their way. We'll see what... Jamie Marwini says there's no foul.
He's called it back.
He has called it back.
Hit by pitch.
Okay, so it's a hit by pitch. So Zach Morris trying to avoid everything. The foul, the hit by pitch. Stay out of the way of the catcher. So at the end of the day, it's going to be ruled a hit by pitch. So the run will come off the board. But Manly now with runners on the corners and guy that hasn't had a lot of looks at the plate as he's being a horse on the mound for this Manly Eagles side. In the form of Dan Mills. Morris takes off on first move. The first pitch is in for ball one. I can confirm that it is not Tom Newbold, as a graphic may suggest. And Dan Mills goes up the middle. Ground ball to score that run. Not Darcy Williams. It's the shortstop, Hayden Elliott, doing the fielding, throwing over to his first baseman in Chris Morgan for the second out of the inning. That'll be Kai Garlick. That's the play where the issue is. Kai Garlick didn't make the roster. So RBI ground out for Dan Mills to tie this ball game up. Kai Garlick pops that one up. And it'll be taken and dropped by the second baseman. It'll be no catch. Hayden Elliott and Mason Malcoon coming together behind second base. Malcoon made the catch, but the collision forced the ball free. And it'll be an error probably charged to Malcoon. Little pot fly behind second base. Would have been the third out of the inning and kept this ball game tied, but instead it's a run to the Eagles. And I'll bring up the lefty, Cameron Lorenzo. He's had a bit of a tough time of it late. Another check on Garlick over at first base. Just a couple of steps on his lead over there. Garlick takes off. Throw's going to be offline. And in time to get Garlick. So the inning will end with the out on the base paths. We'll head to the second. Manly Eagles leading it 2-1. top of the second inning, and it's going to be Eli Lewis to lead things off for Blacktown. And quick change after the first inning in the commentary box. Chris Hurley's just stepped away for a moment, and we'll welcome in Joe Van Wiegen. Joe, welcome.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here. Great day for baseball.
That's what I just said in the intro. Beautiful day for baseball. A little bit of wind around, but takes the bite out of the sun a little bit. Better conditions. Eli Lewis lifts that one. Long run for Kai Garlick, and he can't make the catch. You've got to remember to change the camera on that one, mate. That's going to go to camera 6. Don't get caught ball watching. So it'll be a drop catch in left field from Kai Garlick. I don't think he really knew where that ball was. Eli Lewis will be awarded. Probably give that a base hit, given the amount of ground that Kai Garlick had to cover. I'll bring up Lachlan Watton for Blacktown. 3 appearances. That one gets away. Angus Wiles needs to work on his pickoffs. That's twice now it's gotten past the first baseman and gone all the way to the fence. This time Eli White not hustling to first to get to third. Unlike the other Jack Alassi rather. I got myself confused with Alassi and Eli. So Eli White now in scoring position for Blacktown. And Lachlan Wotan goes back up the middle, but there's a man there in Cam Lorenzo, and he makes the catch for the first out. So the second arrow charge to Manly already here in the second inning. Of course, Joe, a member of our third grade side, but out with injury at the moment, mate. Can you give us an update on where things are at?
Oh, we're progressing nicely, you know. The physio's just told me to walk it off, but it's a slow walk.
Walk it off. Mason Malcoon to bat for Blacktown. 7 appearances for him. He's 6 for 15 with a 333 batting average. 5 singles and a double. 5 RBIs. Scored twice. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Starts with ball 1. The hamstring injury, I believe.
Yes, a partial tear to the 2 to 3 hamstrings in my left leg.
There you go.
Go hard or go home.
Such a tough injury to get right as well. You've got to be sure that it's going to be 100% for you. Kind of get back to 100%. That one's going to bounce off the glove of Angus Wiles for a base hit. Blacktown putting the ball in play here. Making Manly work for the outs. They've had the drop catch in left field and now a base hit off the glove of pitcher Angus Wiles. Luke Donaghy probably had the beat on it to make the out, but bounce of the ball not helping Manly here. Chris Morgan takes the first pitch down for ball 1. I reckon another week or 2 before you're back in action.
I'll probably be into the new year.
Okay. Getting the last 4 games in. Fouls it off. Evens a count at 1-1. We're just picking up a little bit. We might need to bolt this tent down, I think. Runner takes off. Christopher Morgan jumping out all over the place. Didn't know what that pitch was doing. Nice breaking pitch by Angus Wiles. Ground ball fouled away off the foot of Morgan. Is doing a bit of a hop around the batter's box. What's third grade got in store for us today, mate?
I feel a win in the cards.
That's good. Hopefully we can get a hit on the board this week.
I heard about that last week.
Not through lack of trying. The ones they did hit, kept finding fielders. Ball in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. Christopher Morgan going 0 for 2 the last time he faced Manly. Had an RBI, a walk, and a pair of strikeouts. 0 for 1 last week against Cronulla with a walk. That one popped up, right side. Josh King didn't look comfortable. And the runner at third made the cardinal sin, went at third base and less than 2 out. Eli Lewis not tagging up. You heard the call of tag up coming from the Blacktown bullpen. Sounded like Lefty over there giving the instruction to tag up, but it's a big second out for Manly here. We go back to the top of the lineup with Jack Alassi. Angus Wiles finds that corner for strike 1. Curveball. Ooh, don't know where that missed. Not called a strike by Simon Loud. I mean, it looked good from here, but we are 30-something metres away. I don't have the screen in the camera angle in front of me. That one hit on the ground to the second baseman. Kane Flew picks it up, throws it over to Will Tibbett. The Eagles escape the first 2 hits of the inning to find the 3 outs. We'll come back with the bottom of the second. Manly leading. Haven't said that for a long time in the 18s. Manly leading 2-1.
All right, welcome back, guys. Luke's just ducked off for the moment to try to get our centre field camera set up, so I'll be taking over for the meantime. Ball 2 there. So we'll see how we go. Forgive me if I start making errors. I had a bit of practice on Wednesday with Andrew, so we'll see how we go tonight. Fingers crossed. A nice rip right back up the middle there. Move the runner up to first base.
A good solid hit up the middle.
So Lorenzo at first. There's ball 1 for Tibbet there. Focusing straight down the middle there to Tibbet for strike 1. So 1 strike, 1 ball. Lorenzo over at first there. Bit of a lead going on. If I can leave that high. 2 balls, 1 strike on the batter, Will Tibbet. Oh, just misses the outside corner there. Scoreboard 3 balls, 1 strike on Will Tibbet. Tibbet gets connection with that down the first base line, but unfortunately just can't keep it fair. So now we're full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Be interesting to see what Foken does here to Tibbet, don't you reckon, Joe?
That's it, full count. What can we do?
Oh, it's got a downswing in there. Records the first out. Up now is number 65, Lachlan Ludbrook. No, sorry. This is Josh King. So, fit one too many buttons, so it's gone on to the next batter, but I can assure you we've got Josh King up now in the batter's box, number 86. Lorenzo takes off. Good throw there. Got him caught stealing there at second. And he's 2 outs now. Got an unfortunately bad jump on that one. Left a bit late. Wasn't able to make the distance up. It was a good throw by Lewis behind the plate there. Josh King just on top of that one and over the second baseman, Malcoon. So that's 3 outs now for Manly. At the bottom of the second inning, it's Manly 2, Blacktown 0.
Blacktown 1.
Oh, Blacktown 1, sorry. I'm already being corrected for multiple errors. Still early in the morning. I'm like Luke. I thought it was afternoon. Unfortunately, just haven't had my caffeine this morning, but we'll be back shortly for the top of the third inning. All right, welcome back, guys. Top of the third. We've got up now number 66, Hayden Elliott, batting for the Workers. So that first pitch comes in just a bit low by the looks of it. So it's ball one there. See how Angus Wiles does. Just left that a bit high. So it does take him a little bit to work into his routine. But once he gets going, he's on fire. Just spray that one. Wasn't a bad pitch. Just a bit too far outside for home umpire Simon Loud's liking there. So we've got 3 balls, no strikes. Oh, I probably would have rung him up on that one for sure. So that's ball 4 there. Hayden's down the first base. So it brings up now number 68, Simon Slepita. Apologise if I've got that name wrong. There's a pick-off attempt, just keeping him honest there. So pitch down for strike 1. Almost same spot as the last one for ball 4, I reckon. But it is hard to tell from where we're sitting. Home umpire Simon Loud's probably got the best advantage. Won't give him too much curry. That's a rip. Whoa. Is that a field umpire? Wasn't sure if that was a catch or must have just bounced there.
I think it just bounced before.
So it was a good rip by Simon there, but even better by Will to stop that one from going to the outfield for extra bases. So that's moved Hayden up to second base. Brings up now number 56, Darcy Williams. A little bit of a check swing there by Darcy. Angus just double checks in with that runner, but takes the easy out at first base there. Brings up number 70, the right fielder, Max Hayhow. So Max has just put that over the first base dugout there.
And a nice white car gets a dent.
Ooh, curveball bit down there, bit too much of a break. So that ties the count up at 1-1. Ooh. Sorry guys, bear with us. We're just trying to set up a centre field camera and we may have just lost our cameras for the moment. So we'll be back as soon as we can with that. We got the count now at 2 balls, 2 strikes on Max Hayhow. Curveball just missing the top of the zone, I'd say, on that one. Right option by Manly Eagles pitcher Angus Wiles there. Okay, something a bit off speed. Oh, he's got him on the great pitch there on the inside to almost fool him. He wasn't sure if he wanted to go or not, but he did go, so Manly get out of that jam. At the bottom of the third, we've got Manly 2, Blacktown 1. We'll be back shortly with the bottom of the third inning. Well, guys, we're back. And, we got Lachlan Ludbrook up there. He's just taken strike one down at the knees there. So a few technical difficulties going on with the wind up here today at Aquatic, but Ludbrook just checks that one and rolls down the first base line a little bit.
Lukey.
And Ludbrook takes that high. So we're at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rip that down the first base line and just drifting well and truly over the fence there. The first base side, so well, Ladbrook punches that through the gap there, out into right field. So
Great drive through the space.
as that brings off Manly's leadoff batter, Luke Donahue, on this one. It was just missed up there. Luke takes that for strike one at the knees there. Counts 1-1. So Donahue at the plate. Ludbrook at first. Ludbrook's got a decent lead at the moment, so we'll see if he's going to go. He's a back pick. Tried, and throw was a bit off there to Morgan at first base. And that allowed Ludbrook to just get back in under the tag. The count's at 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Ooh.
He almost got caught up on that one.
He almost did. I played Simon up. Simon Loud was halfway, almost about to call that one, but realised it was a bit further outside than what it was. So we've got the count now at 2-2 for Donahue. Donahue, sorry. Don't know where I got Donahue from. If I can just checks over to first to keep Ludbrook honest there. He might be worried that Ludbrook might be wanting to steal too, so trying to keep him honest and keep him close as possible. Donahue takes that outside, so we've got 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count here. The Falcons going to have to try to do something special here to get Donahue swing on this one. Puts that on the outside, and Donahue just does well to fight that off. Punches over the first base dugout there. Keeps his bat alive.
I think Simon made an error in the call there. He's just said 2 balls, 2 strikes when it should be full count.
Yeah, full count now. So that's it. That's a good AB there by Donahue to draw the walk. So that brings up the second baseman, number 81, Kane Flew, for the Eagles now. So we've got Flew with a plate, Donahue at first and Ludbrook at second. So Blacktown Workers just called time there to go out and have a bit of a mound visit with Foken. Just have a bit of a chat, get him to slow down a little bit. See if he can get his head back in the game and just work on a couple of things that are going a little wrong with him at the moment. So got umpire Simon Loud going out there to give him a bit of a hurry up. With runners in scoring position here, Kane Flu's got a bit of a job to do. He's someone that has been, for first year for under 18s, he has come up and played second grade and first grade as well this season. Had a couple of ABs in first grade and definitely second grade as well. So pretty sure he's starting second grade later on today.
Great opportunity to get some more runs for Manly on the board here.
That is, and with a lefty up for Manly. Kane is someone that can definitely make connection with the ball and send it deep into that outfield. So see how he goes here against Foken after Foken's just had a chat too. Well, Kane shows bunt there, but pitch is just outside there. Low outside again. Flew. He's got a good eye for seeing that early out of that pitcher's hand. So hopefully you can see what he likes here and drives that out and brings in Ludbrook and maybe Donahue as well. Flew shows bunt again. pulls out of that one. So 2 balls, 1 strike here at the moment. That's it. He's ripped that to the right field. And Coach Sean Shivers there has just held Ludbrook up at third. The throw coming a bit quicker. So well done by Kane there. Put the ball in play, move the runners up. So bases loaded now for your Manly Eagles. So it brings up now third baseman number 20, Zach Morris. So Zach's another one. Whoop. So Blacktown is coming out now.
It looks like they'll probably make that pitcher's change.
It looks like they've got someone up there in the bullpen ready to go. So that's it. Fokin's done his job for Workers. He's gone as much as he can. We'll see who this is coming in now for your Workers. We'll get those names and we'll be back with you guys very shortly after the new pitcher for the Workers has his warm-up.
So the hit to right field there records Manly's first out. So this brings up D Mills to the plate. Runners on first and third. He's just a touch high at the moment. So this brings up Garlic to the plate. Loaded bases. Ball up and high. McKeon just seems to be a touch high at the moment for the Workers. There we go. First strike for McKeon. It's a big hit to left field. Caught by the center fielder. And Workers record another out.
Yep, we're rolling centre field. So at the moment it's looking directly at Jamie. So okay, I'll call you on my phone. All right. Just calling phone on. Sorry about the delay, folks. Now we're back and just having a few problems. We've got our centre field camera up now. Bear with me. Sorry, while I try to.
It just looks like the coach is having a talk with Lewis after receiving a pretty hard foul tip into the helmet. Looks like he's all right. Currently 2 outs on the 2 strikes on Lorenzo.
They count 2 and 2. All right. There we go. So Lorenzo in the box. Dan Mills at first. Kane flew at second there. And now we should be up to date, hopefully, for everyone watching. Oh, bit of a base running error there by Dan Mills. That records a third out for Manly. Don't know exactly what was going through Dan Mills' head on that one. But only he will know what's actually happened. So So at the top of the fourth, we have Manly 4, Blacktown Workers 1. We'll be back shortly to start the top of the fifth. Right, welcome back, guys. We're at the top of the fourth. And number 79, Eli Lewis.
Hard hit down left side, but unfortunately it's foul.
The catcher for the Workers. Got a bit of a wind blowing straight in here over centre field today up here at Aquatic. There's a good curveball there by Angus Wiles. It sort of freezes Eli up there. But I mean, no balls, 2 strikes. It did go again, but no take from Eli there.
That was a hard miss.
So, wasn't a bad option to go back there again after freezing him on that first one.
There we go.
Oh, late call there by home plate, Simon Lown, but does get the strike out. I think he does, so...
Painted that corner, froze him up.
That brings up Lachlan Wotan, number 57 now, for the Workers.
curveball, just missed inside.
Oh, I've got him swinging there. Got him swinging for an outside pitch. Probably would have just been taking that outside corner, so ties the count up at 1-1. Comes back in high inside on that one, but no take there by Lachlan.
They've just missed out, bottom right.
Lachlan DH for the Workers.
3-1.
And got him swinging there. So got the count at full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Angus has done well. Bit of a mixture of this bat. Lachlan just gets enough bat to that to put it over the back fence and over into the back of Aquatic behind the clubhouse now. He's ripped that to just over shortstop head. And Luke Donahue makes a comfortable catch. Just going back a little bit there. Nice easy catch for him.
Just edge of the infield dirt. The wind's a bit swirly out there. You might not be able to notice it, but any high balls do sit.
It is holding up just a little bit out there as well. So this brings up the second baseman, number 63, Mason Muldoon. Once again, I apologise if it's wrong. Nice pitch there. Come back on the outside corner. Got the count at 1-1. Bit of almost a change up or something there by Angus, and almost had Mason swing on that one, but not quite. We've got 2 balls, 1 strike now.
Just high.
Just missing that top of the zone there. Wasn't a bad pitch to go to after throwing that last one low. So we'll see how it goes. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Way to come back to get that outside corner. Oh, he's got him. Perfect pitch there on the inside part of the plate. Gets Mason looking. So Manly done well there. Right, so now, sorry for the many clicks and changes going on the scoreboard that you guys can see, but bottom 4 in Manly Eagles, still 4, leading Blacktown Workers 1. See how they go here. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to. McKean now up on the mound, who pitched last inning for the Workers. So we'll try to get more of an up-to-date one, but we'll be back shortly. I'm going to vacate the seat and bring our manager, Luke, back into the chair.
So welcome back to the bottom of the fourth. Unfortunately, Cam Lorenzo line drive up centre field is caught by the centre fielder D. Williams.
Big thanks to Chris Hurley for stepping in and taking us through the last couple of innings. Also, we've got our centre field camera back up and running.
It does look like McKeon seems to be getting that pitch down and low again. He was struggling a bit last inning with keeping it high.
Outside corner for strike 2 on Will Tibbett. Jumps out of the way of that one. On ball and 2 strikes, signalled by home plate umpire Simon Loud. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Good 4 innings by Angus Wiles. He's finally got a little bit of run support, which has hurt him and the Manly Eagles throughout the first 8 games of this season. Two and 2. Here for Tibbett with 1 out. Outside corner. Swings and misses, ball in the dirt, and he'll walk off. Second strikeout. Keen now up to 20 pitches. Now the catcher, Lachlan Ludbrook. Checks his swing, but it's called a strike. Fouls that one off in the hole 0 and 2. Might get a car down there. A couple of people parked in the danger zone here at Aquatic Ballpark behind Diamond 1. Outside corner. Trying to steal the strike 3 there, but it looks like that's Josh King. It is Josh King. And he'll go down on strike. So Nathan McKean gets a fly ball and a couple of strikeouts to work through the 4th nice and quickly. We'll head to the 5th. Manly lead in this one, 4-1. So the new pitcher on the mound for Manly is number 35, Max Austin. Comes on in relief of Angus Wiles, who I just said before had 4 very strong innings, 58 pitches. Just the 3 hits, the 1 run, that one coming back in the first after a walk and then a pick-off error. So, whilst he made the error himself, it goes down as an unearned run. He had 3 strikeouts, pair of walks, 33 of his 58 pitches to strike. So, good start by Angus Wiles, which has kind of been his thing all year. Like I said, it's just been the run support which has let Manly down. So, leading off will be Chris Morgan down in the 9-hole for Blacktown. 0 for 1 so far. Play here in the top of the 5th. Ryan Barnes is also into the game as the new catcher. And Jackson Taylor taking over from Josh King in right field. So manager Grant Anderson and Sean Shivers ringing the changes. Swinging strike. 0-2 here for Chris Morgan. Straight back up the middle on the 0-2. It's down for a base hit, cleaned up by Cam Lorenzo out in centre field. Max Austin's 4th appearance of the year, has struggled through a little bit of injury. So I take it back to his 5th appearance. I was looking at his batting stats. Just the 4 2/3. 2 starts and 2 appearances in relief. 11 earned runs on 10 hits, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts, 4 hit batters. An ERA in the 21 range. Check on Morgan over at first. Going to back to the top of the lineup for Blacktown. Jack Lacey takes ball 1.
Just missing outside.
Simon Loud not giving it too much on that outside corner. Pops it up, right side, in for Jackson Taylor. But taken nicely by Cam Lorenzo, running across Taylor. Hoping there was some communication out there. Jackson Taylor was a little bit hesitant. But as a good centre fielder does, takes charge. Makes the catch for the first out. Jack Lacey had on the fly ball 0 for 2. Hayden Elliott now. Bat with 2 out. Oh, sorry, 1 out. There's that pitch down and away from Austin. Call the ball. Blacktown with the 1 run on 4 hits. That one popped up right side. Tibbett had to get around the runner and then negotiate the sun without the sunnies on. He makes the catch for the second out. Manly's 4 runs coming on 5 hits. They have made the 2 errors. Both of those errors charged to Angus Wiles, attempting pickoffs at first base. I bring up Simon Slapetta. Of course, 2.25 hour timed games in the lower grades. On the ground ball to Kane Flute. Picks up. And Max Austin has an 8-pitch inning to get his outing underway here to maintain this Manly lead. They lead at 4-1. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. So it'll be Ryan Barnes to come in. He was a defensive replacement for Lachlan Ludbrook. Inside for ball one. Don't know what's happening to our scorebook. It's showing Blacktown on both ends of things. In there for called strike one to Ryan Barnes. First at bat for him this afternoon. Fouls it off. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the catcher. 7 games so far. This is game number 8. He's 2 for 9, just a pair of singles, 3 runs. He has walked 6 times and only struck out once, so you like those kind of numbers. And the dirt shows good plate discipline. And the limited time he has spent up there. And he rips that one, but nicely caught there by the Blacktown third baseman, Simon Slapetta. According to our scorebook, he's actually the hitter. Nice diving play. Now we've got it right.
So Donahue up to the plate.
Back to the top of the lineup for Manly. Luke's 1 for 1. 2 of the 4 runs and a walk. Takes ball 1 inside. And he pulls that through the left side for a base hit.
Good solid contact through the gap through there in the left side of our infield, or the Workers infield.
He's been getting a lot of at-bats in first grade as Luke Donahue. He's been hitting the ball hard. He had a couple of triples last week in the under-18s game against Borkham Hills. Can definitely find a triple if you hit it in the right spot out there. And then late in the game, he also had another one all the way back to the wall, but was caught. A nice bit of hit in there by Luke Donahue with 1 out. Kane flew. Hitting 2 at-bats so far. Luke Donahue with speed. He's a base stealing threat.
Let's see if Luke can do what he did last at bat and drive it through the right side of the field.
Kane, you mean?
Kane.
Luke's on first. It's all right, mate. I'll let you off on that one. He had the ground ball. Donahue stole second, and then Kane flew, moved him over on the ground ball on the right side, which is what you want from your pull hitter. Donahue's 11 for 11 before today. This time Flew goes straight back up to the middle. And double play will be turned. Nicely turned there by Elliott to Malcoon and then over to Morgan to extinguish the inning. So Manly can't add to their total. We'll head to the 6th. Manly leading this one 4-1. be Darcy Williams, Max Hayhow, and Eli Lewis. Combined 2 for 6 for those guys today for Blacktown. See if Nathan Wright goes to his bench at all. 2.25 hour game, so this game getting underway at 10 a.m. We'll have no new inning after 5 past 12. We'll bring you the third grade game from hopefully around 12:30. Second grade scheduled for a 3 o'clock start, and then our big game, first grade, at 5:30. And that one's going to hit Darcy Williams in the back. So runner on 1 for Blacktown here, and the top of the 6. And brings up Max Hayhow. Down the dirt for ball 1. Hayhow 0 for 2. Struck out. Outside corner. Barnes shaping to throw up to first base, but runners back on the bag. Fouls it off. There's the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. 11 pitches now for Max Austin here in his 1 inning and plus. 5 batters he's faced. Runner takes off. Barnes can't control the ball. Instead of framing for a strike, it'll be called ball 3. Allow Darcy Williams to steal second base. Ground ball hit to Luke Donaghy. Nice clean pickup. Little bit of a bobble, but recovered nicely. A nice strong throw over to Will Tibbett at first to record the first out. Williams moving up the third on the contact. As soon as the ball hit the deck, he was on his bike. Bring up Eli Lewis. He's got a hit in his 2 at-bats. Nicely located off-speed pitch there by Max Austin to find the outside corner. That's what you want to do as a pitcher. Start from in front. Don't waste too many pitches. You can waste 1 or 2. That one's going to be popped up. Cam Lorenzo back for it. Williams is tagging. Nice throw by Lorenzo. 1 bounce and Williams is dirty all over home plate. That's a run on the board through the sacrifice fly off the bat of Eli Lewis. But an important second out for the Manly defence. You don't mind giving up a run in that fashion, as long as you can get the third out nice and quickly after it. Inside there to Lachlan Watton for ball 1. My chair just gives way under my fat ass. Lachlan Watton just swatting at that one. Another one.
That's good.
1 ball and 1 strike. 0 for 2, Watton. Ground ball hard. Morris had no chance. Sizzled right past him. He threw the glove out at it. Kai Garlick picks it up, fires it in. Close play at second, but it bounces in to Kane Flew. I think Watton was in two minds whether to slide or stand up, and he ends up doing a bit of a commando roll into second base, much to the delight of the Blacktown bench and the Blacktown parents in attendance here this morning. It's still morning. It's only 11:30. Not the result Manly would have wanted with that out. With the 2 outs on the board, giving up a double. It's a 2-out double to Watton. It's going to bring up Grant Anderson, who's got a few words here for Max Austin. Daniel Mills is hovering in foul territory. And that will be all for Max Austin. So, quick bit of relief there for Austin. He goes an inning and 2/3. Can't quite finish 2 whole innings. He's coming back from a bit of an injury, so Grant Anderson just looking after him. Gets a handshake from the guys in the dugout, and he hands it over to Dan Mills. DH into the game. He'll take over on the mound.
Leading off, huh?
One. Dan Mills, the new pitcher on the mound for Manly. Looking to shut down this Blacktown charge here. Watton will be responsible to Max Austin. Mason Malcoon jumping on that first pitch, fouling it off. As a hitter against a new pitcher, you got one job, and that's just to make sure you don't get out on the first pitch if you're going to swing at it. Outside corner, strikes him out on 3 pitches. Just what you want your guy to come out of the out of the bullpen to do. So Blacktown get the 1 run back. They've halved the lead. It's 4-2. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah. That's already on.
Zach Morris fouling off. Pitch from Nathan McKean. Ground ball, backhand there for Hayden Elliott. Tough throw. And he can't make it. Zach Morris will going to turn around at first, go to second with that ball. Getting away from Chris Morgan. It'll be a single for Zach Morris and then an error.
That's a good hustle by him.
Yeah, so plenty of speed getting up to first. Apologies for my heavy breathing. I was just chasing some lineups for our next game. So it'll be our pitcher now, Dan Mills, to come up. 0 for 1. RBI, I believe that was a sac fly and also a walk. Up and away. Really like the way Manly have used their pitching rotation this year. I think Dan Mills has been missed in the batting lineup. He's been throwing the house down all season long. But when you've got 14, 15 guys on your roster, you want to get as many of them involved in the games, and that means having the DH. Dan Mills is a very handy two-way player. It's good to see Grant and Sean put him in the lineup in the DH role. A pitch called a strike. That one gets down and away. Dan Morris, Zach Morris rather. My Dams, cans, and Zach's all mixed up. Zach Morris moves up to third on the wild pitch. Dan Mills has a 2-1 count.
Now he has a job to do.
Yep. So it's Kai Garlick and Zach Morris that had the sack flies. Inside, called a strike. Looks like that zone's moved across a little bit. Wasn't a lot of strikes on the inside corner in the last couple of innings. Seems to have opened up in there a little bit now. Mills, right side. Malcoon fields it, throws a one hop to the plate. Not in time to get Zach Morris, and Dan Mills will be aboard with an RBI fielder's choice. So it looks like whatever adjustments Manly have made during the week, they're starting to work here. Another run on the board. Malcoon just couldn't get the throw on the money. The throw is on the full, probably gets Morris by half a step. But Manly add to the scoreboard. Now 5-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Kai Garlick takes strike one. 1 for 1, pair of RBIs. Got the last at bat in Wednesday night's first grade game, 8-0 loss to Blacktown. In front of a very healthy crowd here at Aquatic Ballpark, and he goes through the left side and down for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting. Sits on the breaking pitch.
Great bit of hitting there.
Cameron Lorenzo now takes strike one. Manly runners on first and second. Nobody out. Outside corner. Gets away from McKean a bit, but Eli Lewis sticks the mid out for it. Secures it. Stops it getting away to the back net. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tries to frame that one. Doesn't get the call. 2-1. Cam just 5 hits from 19 at-bats, 3 singles, a double and a triple. Pair of RBIs, pair of runs, pair of hit by pitches. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Lifts that one left side, but it'll get out of play. Evans count at 2-2. Two here from McKean. Outside, feels the count up. Good strong at bat by Cam Lorenzo here. Making McKean work. Looks like Blacktown have an option up in the bullpen. Looks like he's ready to go if McKean can't get this at bat finished off. He just spins. Takes up a bit of time. Blacktown just asking for the count on the bench. It's 2-2. Confirmed by Simon Loud, the home plate umpire. Fouled off. All the way back to the screen. Another 3-2 here for Cam Lorenzo. Swings and misses down in the dirt. He'll be out. Calling for the foul. Saying it was a foul. Cam Lorenzo will get to live another day. Blacktown not disputing it. Outside corner, doesn't get the call this time. And Manly have loaded the bases with nobody out. Good patient at bat by Cam Lorenzo. Got a touch of luck with that ball falling out of the glove of the catcher, Eli Lewis. Now it's up to Will Tibbett to drive some runs in. Tibbett fouls off the first pitch. Batting with the bases loaded. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Tibbett just punches that one. Little bit of a cricket block shot. Punches it into right field. Picks himself up a hit. And more importantly, adds to this Manly Eagles lead here in the 6th. Nice little leg glance there by Will Tibbett.
Unconventional, but if it works, it works.
Hey, mate, it's effective. It doesn't show in the scorebook exactly what you did. It's just the fact that you put the ball in play.
That's it.
It's been watching a bit of Marnus Labuschagne. Manly with 2 runs on the board here, still nobody out and the bases loaded. That's Jackson Taylor. Up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike, leaving that pitch up. Garlick at third, Lorenzo at second, Will Tibbett stands at first. Pulled foul. How many more can Manly add to the scoreboard here? Straight back up the middle off the bat of Jackson Taylor. He's going to add 1. Lorenzo turns the corner, and he's going to be safe with the ball falling out of the glove of Eli Lewis. And Jackson Taylor drives in 2 more for Manly. Manly getting the bats going here. And that'll be all for Nathan McKean, with Nathan Wright coming out of the Blacktown dugout to make the pitching change. We'll be back with the new pitcher in a moment. New pitcher for Blacktown is Joel Webb. Just his 3rd appearance of the year through 2/3 of an inning against Greater Western back on the 25th of November. And 1 inning against Cronulla on the 26th of November, so last weekend. May have been used in the other grades, but I'm not going to dive that deep into things. 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 1 strikeout. Blacktown, 3 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws on the year. They defeated MacArthur and Manly back in the first 2 rounds. Knocked over Cronulla, drew with Cronulla 6-all before defeating Greater Western 19-4. And then they've lost 2 out of the last 3, losing 10-4 to Ryde, 10-2 to Cronulla, and tying 4-all against Canterbury. And they're trailing 8-2 here. So I'll see if the 9-hole hitter, Ryan Barnes, can get something started here. Takes the first pitch for a strike, which I like to see from a young hitter. Batting against a new pitcher. What's your mentality, Joe, when you're the first hitter to face a new pitcher? You're looking for something to jump on straight away? You're looking to do a bit of scouting and see what the pitcher's throwing?
Well, you usually do that while he does the warm-up. So you hope to just eye it out a bit, put a toe in the water, see how he goes straight off the bat. But you want to see that first pitch strike first.
That one gets away. So Tibbett and Taylor will move up 90 feet. TNT out there on the bases. Now the responsibility of Nathan McKean, who's come out of this game in the 6th. Ground ball hit to the third baseman, Slipetta. He's only going to make one throw. He's going to go across the diamond. He's happy to give up the run for the out. Didn't even bother checking the run of Will Tibbett. He just wanted to make an out over at first base. That's an RBI ground out for Ryan Barnes. Adding to Manly's lead here, now 9-2. More importantly, he's turned the lineup over for Luke Donaghy. And the meat of this Manly order. Ball in the dirt to Donaghy for ball 1. Down for ball. Two 2-0 here for Luke Donaghy. 2-0's in there. Strike 1. A little bit of chill in the air now. A bit cold. Might have to go pull the jumper out. So this could actually be the end of the game right here. We've got 3 minutes left on the clock for no new inning. Manly really dragging this one out. So we're hoping the next couple of batters can see this game go past 12:05. Donaghy fouls that one off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Luke Donaghy, even with the speed, can't beat out that infield single. Hayden Elliott with a nice strong throw to get out number 2. But it's another RBI ground out with Jackson Taylor coming across the score. We've had 2 sack flies in this game and then 2 RBI ground outs here in this inning. So Manly really coming up with the quality ABs today, which is something that they've struggled with all year. But they've managed to put it together today. They scored 10 runs on 10 hits. Ball 1 to the lefty, Kane Flew. Needs to try and bat here for 2 minutes to avoid Manly going back out in the field in the 7th. Outside corner. Finds the zone. Two and 1 here to Kane Flew. 1 for 3 today. Ball down the dirt. 3 and 1 now. Walk here would definitely extend things. That's why Loud's confusing me with his single. He's using his bloody thumb. You either use your 3 middle fingers or the last 3 fingers on your hand. Flute walks away from strike 2. So full count here.
Looked like the workers infield didn't know what the count was and almost ran off the field.
That's a fine for the shortstop. So the 3-2 here for Flute. Outside corner, he draw the walk. Draws the walk. Use proper English. That'll definitely see us into the last batter of this game. Regardless of what happens, with the clock ticking to 12:05. The Manly will pick up their second win of this season. They have, what have they got left? 6 games left in the season. 2 of them at home next week against Canterbury and then the week after against MacArthur. So 2 games they'll definitely be wanting to come out and put up a good showing. Pass ball gets away from Lewis. Allow Flew to move up to second. And they come back with the game against MacArthur. So 3 games they should be looking to go hard at. Give themselves every chance to sneak into that top 4 and into the finals. Morris fouls that one off. He's 1 for 1 today, scored twice with an RBI. Angus Wiles got it started, 4 strong innings from him. Just the 1 run. It was unearned after his own pick-off error. He had 3 strikeouts. Max Oxton pitched well through his 20 pitches through an inning and a third. Just couldn't quite finish off the 6th inning before Daniel Mills came out and struck out the only batter he faced on 3 straight strikes. Morris grounds it up the middle. And that'll be out number 3, and that is the ball game. Manly winning this one 10-2. A very important win for Manly as they look to finish 2022 on a strong note in the last 2 games of this season. Congratulations to Sean Shivers and Grant Anderson getting Manly in the driver's seat for this one. And thank you for you tuning in at home. That's the button I'm looking for. Manly 10 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. Blacktown 2 runs on 5 hits. Clean defense by them. The Eagles getting it done, scoring 2 in the first, 2 in the third, and then 6 runs in that 6th inning to record win number 2. We'll be back with 3rd grade in around 20 minutes' time. Thank you for watching this under-18s game. Big thank you to Joe and Chris Hurley for their help. We'll see you back shortly.